Alright, my mic was for some reason not put in the settings, so there we go. Now it's there. A lot of stuff went wrong just now, but we're here. It's a little late because I had to eat breakfast. I'm trying my best. It's unfortunate because, I'm genuinely feeling like I'm trying everything I can, and I'm trying to make these videos every single day, and I still, end up late to the stream. But you know what? We keep showing up every day. We keep trying, and I'm never perfect, right? I'm just human. So, anyway, today we had unemployment claims. That was at 8:30 Eastern, so that was 24 minutes ago. Let's go ahead and pull up the charts and see what we had going on this morning. See what we missed. And yeah, I'm gonna log in to Tradeovate. Hopefully we can get something good today. We'll see. Just gonna try my best as always. Interesting. Okay, we got a data low. That is the first thing that pops off the chart. Very obvious data low. Okay. Then again, higher time frame is bullish. I'm logging in the Tradeovate right now. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, data low. Let's look at the higher time frame. Wow, we are definitely expanding to the upside. Looks like we had a pretty nice 4-hour inverse value gap delivering from this PPR here after sweeping liquidity. It's kind of what it looks like here, right? We have this giant BPR. And we've now swept out all these lows. So this looks like this was accumulation. Manipulation. And then inverse value gap here. Possibility. I'm just now thinking, hopefully I'm not distracting to you guys. If you guys are trying to think up an idea and, I say something different, I want you guys, just ignore me, right? Ignore everything I say because you got to trust yourself. I hope I'm not distracting to you guys. I was just thinking about that. Okay, screenshotting this. Let's go ahead, put this in my higher time frame journal. Actually, I'm just gonna save it. I'm not even gonna put it in my journal. I'm just gonna save it for today. So 8/7/25. 8-7-25 Thursday. 4-hour BPR, then inversion. Okay, let's drop down. So, you know, at this point, we have reached up into above this liquidity into this gap. Now we have very nice displacement to the upside. We are within this 1 hour gap. We have previous week's high above, which is also all-time highs. Looks like we already hit this high. Next gap is looking like it's right here. I guess we'll draw out this. This is a 1 hour for value gap. Okay, dropping down. Yo, random guy, what up? First guy in the stream, let's go. Dude, random guy, you're my favorite, man. You're like, you will always be the OG original. Like, the original #1 fan, dude. Or, not even fan, just friend, dude. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm looking at this 1 hour gap. Nothing obvious based off of this except, you know, yeah, like nothing super obvious. Anything that I'm looking at would be forced. This kind of looks more like accumulation to me still. This imbalance looks very nice if we were to come down all the way there. I don't know if we would. Yeah, dude, I'm so glad. We gotta stick together, man. Favorites gotta stick together. You're so nice. So, I maybe dropped down lower time frame too soon. So we have this breaker on the opposite side of the curve, or whether you want, I don't know whether you call this breaker, mitigation block, whatever. To be honest, I never know what to call these, but personally I call them breakers. But a lot of the time, you know, with these, a lot of the time I notice that these hold really, really well. See that? These hold very, very well on the opposite side of the curve. So I could see us coming down and making our model within this. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to probably just jump down the lower time frame. Well, I'm starting out on the higher time frame and then dropping down is what I'm doing. I think what we need to do is I think we need to rebalance to possibly discount. Which means we might end up manipulating later on. Could be wrong, totally wrong. We could just keep going up. Once again, I don't really know. Obviously, if I did know, then I'd already be a millionaire. um, let's look what we got on SMTs, right? So I think this is kind of what would hold, is this breaker on the opposite side of the curve. I don't think we'd go too far below discount. So I'm definitely looking for longs here, but I don't. I want to see manipulation first. We have 8:30, so I definitely want to see us move below 8:30. Midnight, we could go below midnight. It honestly feels a little bit like a stretch because it's pretty far down, but it's always possible. I doubt it. I think we will just go below 8:30. Once again, guys, I hope I'm not distracting. That's all I'm saying, because I want you guys to, make decisions based off of your own knowledge and completely ignore what I say if it goes against what you think. Genuinely, I really do think that's the best way to go. So, interesting. I think we had bearish SMT here. Yeah, we had bearish SMT here. That is definitely interesting. This gets me excited. This gets me a little excited because what does that mean? That means we could get Phoenix model. Dude, I love Phoenix model so much. Oh my gosh. That's a good looking rejection block too. That is a good looking rejection block. Note how we swept out this high. And then we also have a high that we can induce here. Then again, right? Should I really be shorting in these conditions? No. But I am looking at that rejection block. We might end up needing to manipulate off of it, is what I'm trying to say. I wonder if there's anyone even watching right now. Once again, guys, completely ignore me. If you gotta trust yourself, not me. Oh dang, there's 3 people watching. Let's go. So, a 5-minute rejection block. And then this is that 1 hour breaker, that 1 hour up close candle on the opposite side of the curve. I'm actually going to switch it to the other screen so I can have more room. Right, basically what I'm saying is, a lot of the time when you have these candles like this, these are going to be holding as support to go higher. That's basically what I'm saying. I've just noticed that a lot. And you can see that's exactly what happened here. Right? So just a thought, right? Not saying we have to go all the way back down there, because we don't. We don't. Hey, what up, Yasin? How's it going, man? Yeah, like I said, guys, I genuinely do what you think is best and have an unbiased tone going into the market. Like, if I say something that you would disagree with, feel free to completely call me out on it. Because, guys, I want to take good trades too. I think we all do. Alright. make sure my group's set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like this rejection block over here, but I'm so scared to take short. I just don't think we're bearish. So we'll probably, I think what will happen is we need to manipulate after market open. I don't know though. Could be wrong. We could just keep going higher. Honestly, typically, that's usually what happens on days like today. We don't even manipulate. We just keep expanding. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just hang on, I'm just, double checking stuff. 1, 2. Okay. Back to the other screen here. So, wonder if we have bullish SMT. We actually might. Yeah, we have bullish SMT with this low. Okay. I don't know, man. This is kind of looking less probable now. The more I look at that. Good morning, Corn. How's it going, man? So, two possible ideas, right? SMT with this rejection block. I kind of liked it, but I just hate being bearish here. Because market is so bullish right now. And the other thing I'm looking at is now we have SMT with this low. So personally, I'm probably gonna do nothing unless there's obvious manipulation. I mean, that's actually 100% what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take a trade if there's not been obvious manipulation. So I will not be doing anything unless we get that. So we do have SMT there. Once again, 830 is right here. So I forgot if I said good morning, but good morning, Corn. 830 is right there. And so I might have this black box marked out because you can see on the other side of the curve, right, we have that 1 hour up close candle, and typically those will hold very, very well. You can see that's exactly what happened here, but we don't have to, right? We could just react off the top of it, which you can see is already what happened. That honestly would make kind of sense because that is also this 1 hour gap. That actually kind of makes sense. We might not go lower than this. So let's draw out this 1 hour for value gap. Right, we got SMT at the bottom of this 1 hour gap. We're really aggressively displacing. This 1 hour for value gap has a decent chance to actually hold. We might not need to go any lower. A lot of time when we're in aggressive displacement, we just keep going. But I'm also open-minded to a manipulation move lower. I'm open-minded to both. I think if I had to pick one right now, I think now, the more I think about it, we'll go straight higher. But once again, guys, completely ignore what I say and just do what makes sense to you based off of your own personal understanding and backtesting. Okay, I actually really have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, alright, looks like we're moving lower. I really, unless something's obvious, unless we've had obvious manipulation, I'm personally going to stay out. Like, for instance, if we retest this change state delivery below 830, okay, cool. It's just not obvious enough to me. So I personally won't take that. But, just an observation, right? We do have that change state delivery down there. Like, maybe we could respect this. But like I said, I just don't want to, unless there's been obvious manipulation, I'm not going to do anything. Right? Because once again, we could come down and fill this breaker. That's a possibility. I mean, that would, and then maybe IOFED, we could always IOFED this bottom gap here. It's always possible. So I'm keeping that as an open mind. But then again, typically a lot of the time, we'll just keep expanding off of that highest fair value gap because, we're so bullish. I'm actually curious. Once again, guys, go off of what makes sense to you, not what I'm saying. Just, and let me know if you guys disagree with anything I say anytime, right? So yeah, we have this fair value gap. Let's kind of look at the 15-minute. There's this new day opening gap right here. That could be a draw on liquidity. Because it's just really obvious, right? Oh, look at that. Event horizon backing up this fair value gap. So, along with the 1 hour gap, we have that event horizon. Interesting. Looked like we banged this fair value gap in the fair value gap partition right here. Okay. So that seems like we're going to expand to the upside. So this inversion could be good. I'm not going to take, I mean, maybe you could take it. I don't know. It's just not, I don't know. Price action is just not it for me yet. And I'd prefer to wait until market open. But, 1 minute inversion here. This could work. I don't know. So this might work. We can take this on demo. Just to give it a shot. We should probably at least go to this high here. This is totally just a tape read, guys. I don't know for sure what's going to happen, but I'd go, break even here. We'll see. I wonder, we have to check the 2 minute inversed. 2 minute did not inverse yet. So if the 2 minute doesn't inverse, then I would cancel this because it would not be valid. 3 minute needs to inverse, actually. Actually, the 3 minute looks really good. The 3 minute looks really good. It does look good. I just don't want to take it with this choppy price action. Once again, guys, I'm looking for the highest probability setups I can get. Is this worth it on all my funded accounts? Would this be worth taking? No, I'm not gonna do that. It's just not good enough. I would not it's not worth. If this was a loss, I'd be upset, and so that's why I'm not gonna take this on my real accounts. But I'm looking at this. If we inverse this 3 minute, tape reading it, will we go up to those highs or not? And then I'd probably just go break even here because that's where the consolidation ends. And yeah, I messed up. Didn't see that was a 3 minute. Whatever. 3 minute. I didn't see the 3 minute didn't close here. So if the 3 minute doesn't close, then I'll probably close this. On paper, obviously. 3 minute did close. I'm going to put a limit order for more. Just because it's paper money and it doesn't matter. But just to try out this is a Jan entry, right? Because I think this is a Jan entry would be way better. Because now what would this be? RR-wise, right? This is a Jan entry might go crazy hard. It's very, very, tight risk. So anyway, let's go back to the other screen. I mean, like I was saying, that's just paper, right? We're just seeing if that would work or not. I don't know if it will. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're just kind of just watching it. Okay, back to this other screen here. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this makes sense to even look at trading for 2 reasons right now. 1, choppiness. 2, there hasn't been manipulation, right? And until we can fix either of those situations, I'm not really looking to trade on my real accounts. I want to see us actually manipulate, ideally at market open. And then yeah, so the Jan entry just got filled. I'm curious if that ends up going up to take profit. Once again, this isn't a high probability trade, in my opinion, but I just want to see what will happen. It's just, forward testing, you could say, right? Just to get practice and see, what signatures work in the market. I think forward testing is always good, but I wouldn't take that personally. Once again, guys, Price action is just way too choppy, way too also, guys. I mean, look how, like, generated all these lows are. Clearly, right, we're going to manipulate at some point. And I think, you know, right now we're just in consolidation. That's really what it looks like. So, I have no idea if that 3 minutes going to work. It could, right? We do have SMT with that low. We tapped, look at how we tapped the top of this breaker. News? There's more news? What, is it yellow folder? Maybe I should actually just get out yellow folder, because yellow folder news, huh? I don't actually know if yellow folder news matters that much. I guess we'll find out in 6 minutes. No. News isn't in 6 minutes. Market opens in 6 minutes. News is at 10. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Red folder news was an hour ago. But good, almost good catch. Almost. You know, I'm curious. I kind of want to start observing yellow folder news more, just to see how does the market interact with yellow folder news. Does it even matter? Like, will the market even move at all to yellow folder news? Like, how does the market move to yellow folder news? These are things that I've never even asked, to be honest. And so I want to, you know, when I see yellow folder news, I actually want to observe, like, how does the market interact to yellow folder? Yeah, look at this, guys. This is failing. And I'm not super surprised, to be honest. Because it's just, this is a trade where all the, you know, IFG pattern traders are taking it. And it's just not, you know, we're also in premium, right? So, you know, it's just never, this is never going to make any sense for me to ever take on real accounts. So, just wanted to put that out there, like why I didn't take that. It just makes no sense for me. Same with this change state delivery, right? You could take this 5-minute change state delivery from this 1 hour gap, but for me, price action still in consolidation, and I want to see obvious manipulation. Those are the two main things I'm thinking right now. Like, we got to be careful. Market, it's going to tell us once it's manipulated. It's going to tell us once stop losses are ran. We're looking for those stop losses to get hit, and it needs to be undeniably obvious. Once we get that, we get onside with distribution. It is that simple. And that's almost certainly not going to happen until after market open. You have to conceptualize what are you actually doing as a trader. You're waiting for the majority of market participants to get stopped out, which means you have to actually wait. You can't just go into the market and just take whatever you want. You have to actually wait for that stop move to happen and then get on side with the distribution. That's why I say react, not predict. There's no, let's like predict this. This is the predicting the future. Like, no, we're not predicting the future. We're not. We're just trying to figure out where people got stopped out, and then where they're likely to, you know, FOMO back in, right? It's just liquidity. Just common sense, liquidity, human psychology, that kind of stuff. The only reason I was thinking this could work is because, you know, we were within this fair value gap in this fair value gap partition, and we got S&T at the low. So once again, if I pull up the gold block range, I noted that this fair value gap was holding within this fair value gap partition. So I was like, well, you know, maybe this will expand us higher. It's also very possible that this fair value gap turtle soups the data low. This is an interesting thought, right? This fair value gap, we're in the fair value gap partition. So we could go from the low, right? This is from the low to the breaker, to the bearish breaker. So the way that the market moves is it goes, you see low, no, rejection block, rejection block, bearish breaker, fair value gap, or maybe it's bullish breaker. I don't even know, man. But I know what I do know is it goes from the low up a little bit to the fair value gap to the high. That's what I do know, right? I like still trying to understand go back levels a little more, but I 100% think the market runs on them. I genuinely 100% believe it because I've seen that fair value gap partition get hit, and I've seen how precise it is. It's so stupidly precise. So I really do think that it does move off of it. All right, we just popped into that change of state of delivery. Once again, we still have that 5-minute rejection block with S&T. Okay, market opened in 1 minute. So keep our eyes out for what could happen here. Do we have any 15-minute gaps? Oh, this is a 15-minute gap. Oh, dang, I did not realize that. Wait, if this is a 15-minute gap, then maybe we should be looking at, is there a 1-minute change of state of delivery? Not saying I would take it, but I just want to look. So here's the data low. Yeah, oh wow, look at that. Market open. Oh, we were so close to the data wick. Like, I think this could be turtle soup at the data wick because, you know, this is also OTE of this 1 minute manipulation. So I kind of want to put a limit order here on demo. Let's try it. We're gonna try the Jake trades at demo. The sniper flow state entry, right? Because 1 minute change state delivery, 15-minute gap, OTE is right below the data low. Let's try this out on demo, right? And I wish you could take partials on okay, why did it not put the order in? Hello? What? See, that's not good. Why did it didn't put the order in? On paper, obviously. Oh, you can't see my screen. Well, it doesn't really matter, it's paper, but that's still a little concerning, right? Why did that order not get put in? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Well, I was right about the soup of the data low. So, interesting, right? Because, you know, we could have entered at OTE, but in this case, the soup, just simply souping the data low was a better entry. And so, something to remember for the future. Okay, now it put the limit order in. What the heck was wrong with it, man? I mean, I still think this could hit from because, like, you know, if we swap that low again into that spot, that would seem like there'd be a lot of stop losses there. Why is it so slow? So once again, I'm still doing nothing, right? It just doesn't seem like still like it's high probability. I'm being precautious. Let's get rid of these. Obviously, these are demo, guys. These are demo. These are not me actually taking a trade. Just putting that out there so no one does something stupid. Alright, so we reacted off of those lows. So like I said, guys, this 1 minute change to delivery, you know, I was saying that we could turtle soup that data low into the 1 minute change to delivery. Was it worth taking for me? No. But I said you could do it, alright? it kind of makes sense too, because accumulation, manipulation into the 1 minute change state delivery. And then it's also below 830. And then we sweep out the data low, inducement of the data low here. Below. So this is what I mean when I say, when are the best turtle soups, guys? What are the best turtle soups? I made this video a while ago, right? The best turtle soups are below old lows inside of the change state delivery. You see that? You see how that's a really high probability turtle soup? Because we already have this higher time frame model framed. So this is a 1 minute change state delivery. The best turtle soups are underneath that change state delivery of that higher time frame model. You see how that's a turtle soup? That was a really high probability turtle soup. Not 1 hour, 15 minute. But that's why I made that video, because I mean clearly you can see that was turtle soup, right? And it was high probability because we were underneath the change state. Once again, still not doing anything. We ran up to that third standard deviation. Yep, here we go. See, this is why I was being patient. Nothing looked obvious, and now look, we're rejecting here. And you know why? You know why? You guys know why? Because once again, it was this Phoenix model I was just telling you about, right? Where we have S&T with the rejection block, and we tap the consequent encroachment of it. The Phoenix model is overpowered, guys. I mean, genuinely, I was just talking about this, right? Where we have S&T, here's that rejection block. And you see how we tap the midpoint? Now, obviously, higher time frame is bullish, so is this going to hold for that long? Honestly, probably not. But it could. It could. Let's see. If you entered this as a Phoenix model mini, right? This is like Phoenix model mini where you enter at the midpoint of the rejection block. That would have already hit 3.5R off of the midpoint. So Phoenix model mini is actually kind of crazy, guys. Then you can target those equal lows. That'd be 5R. You guys see the power of Phoenix model, right? This is insane. So all you need is a rejection block, the rejection block to sweep liquidity, S&T, and then enter at the consequent encroachment. Or if you want to just enter at the bottom, then that's the regular Phoenix. But like, guys, and then also you compare it with this high, and this is inducement. So conceptually, it makes sense. You're buying stop losses. So, cool observation there, right? This will already hit 3-to-1. But once again, higher time frame is bullish, and we could easily come back up. I mean, it's already being generous to these shorts to give it 3R. It's being very generous because higher time frame is very bullish. But it is possible we go run these lows because, it's a giant range. What do you guys think? You guys thinking anything right now? I think for me personally, I think anything in here is lower probability. So I still think it's just consolidation. Nothing I like. I wonder how many people are watching. Oh dang, there's 7 of you guys watching now. Let's go. But you guys see what I mean when I say even when, higher time frames consolidating, like obviously 15 minutes in a consolidation, micro scalping, we have that Phoenix model. I guess that wasn't really a micro scalp. That was like a low time frame scalp. A micro scalp would be more like okay, we have this 1 minute BPR. One-minute BPR and then 5-second changes to delivery off of that. Right? This right here would be micro scalping, right? Where we get the 5-second changes to delivery off the whatever this is, the 1 minute BPR, and then what would this hit? Right? This would hit 1, 2, 2R, right? But once again, I'm not advising you to take micro scalps because they're kind of hard. But I'm just saying, like, my point is even when the medium or a low time frame is accumulating, the micro time frame might be running liquidity. What up, Captain? So now we have another SMT here. And the cool thing about this SMT is it went below 8:30, which was our key time. So when you think about it, like, remember how I said in that video yesterday how when we get SMT below midnight, it's going to be, super powerful, right? Same thing with SMT below 8:30. So we got SMT below 8:30. And looks like maybe that 1 hour for value gap was all we needed. So that ended up being turtle soup, actually. What up, Etsy? Oh my gosh, I guess I missed a lot of people. What up, Hyper? What up, Captain? What up, Etsy? Yeah, you can see, right? SMT, so this is what happened here, right? We had a 15-minute gap, 15-minute for value gap. Once again, nothing high enough probability for me to take personally. But I just wanted to show what kind of happened here, right? We come back to discount of this little tiny range here. Got improvement in terms of views. Really? Like, is more people watching it? Wait, what do you mean? Like, you mean more people watching me live? How many people are watching now? Oh, dang, 9 of you guys. Okay, all right. That's a lot more. Like I was saying, right? Nothing in here made sense for me to actually take because, consolidation, nothing obvious. But I just want to show you kind of what happened here, right? We had that 15-minute gap in discount, and we obviously swept liquidity here. Sweeping equal lows, actually. And so you can clearly see, okay, we swept out those equal lows. We end up getting SMT within this for value gap, and we have 8:30 right here. 8:30. Anytime you have SMT with a low below 8:30, that's super high probability, right? The market's expanding the opposite direction. Okay, so this might hold, guys. Pay very close attention to this 1 minute gap. This might hold. It's like a 2022 gap. Now, once again, guys, completely ignore what I'm saying and go based off of your own understanding of the market and what makes sense to you. I don't want to distract you guys, right? If you're thinking, oh, I want to take this inversion, that could even be really good because, SMT, I think there's SMT. That's probably way better, huh? That's probably way better. Right? We end up getting SMT here. So like I said, guys, just completely ignore what I say and go based off of what actually makes sense to you. Good morning, Medbach. Okay, 2 minute inversion. This actually looks kind of clean. We got SMT with this high 2 minute inversion. I just hate shorting right now. That's the one thing I'll say is I hate shorting. I think I might take this on demo, but I probably won't take this for real. But yeah, just because I don't want to short. I might take this as a Jan entry on demo. Once again, if you guys have conviction in this, feel free to take it. But I'm just personally not wanting to short right now. So the 1 minute inverse. So if you front ran that 2 minute inversion, you could have taken that. Personally, I would have wanted to see this 2 minute inverse and then not take this low, but you can see that we kind of did. So now we could get a retrace. I'm curious. I think if we got a retrace up into here, that'd probably be a good Jan entry. So maybe I'll just try this on demo just to experiment. My demo trades are terrible though usually. So demo trades these mean nothing right now, guys. I'm literally just tape reading the market, forward testing, and these are not really like high probable trades. What up, FA? So just a thought, right? This isn't high probability, guys. I'm just looking at it. Like, maybe you could put I don't even know if it's worth looking at, but maybe you could put a sell limit there because we did get SMT. Let's just do it, and then I'll close out the account and not look at it and just see what happens. So basically just a little forward test going on in the background. But I don't actually think that's a good trade, really. Because once again, right, we're just consolidating. I personally don't want to take anything in here until it's obvious we've manipulated. Once it's obvious we've really, truly manipulated, that's when I want to get on side with distribution. So I'm just waiting at this point. We have the macro, the 10 a.m. macro is coming up here. 9:50 to 10:10. Once again, higher time frame is very bullish here. And we still have that 1 hour gap from before, that same 1 hour gap. I can mark that out like this. So the same 1 hour gap from way before. This could still end up holding. Why what? FA's the pro here, so anything FA says goes. If he says why, that means that I'm wrong and FA's right. So we just got SMT. I don't know if that's gonna hold, but maybe. At the bottom of this gap, we got SMT. We did get a 1 minute candle body close. So FA liked that Jan entry. And so you can see that inversion ended up playing out. So if you took that, great job. Very proud of you. That's a very simple, straightforward inversion. I think that could have been good. I'm just waiting for something that is really, really obvious. That is just what I personally want, is something just. Oh, why to random? Oh, okay. Now we have SMT with this low at the bottom of this 1 hour gap. So honestly, if we get an inversion off of this is going into 10 a.m. I'm a little nervous though. I don't want to take a loss, but I think objectively, right, if we got an inversion, this might be pretty good. Wait, random guy, what are you saying yep to? So yeah, 950 is right here. If I trade, I don't know. FA's just like I don't know. Enter longs. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You're YOLOing longs before we even inverse this fair value gap. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. If I take a trade here, it's gonna be on demo, just because we're still kind of chopping around. I don't want to take a loss. I really do not want to take a loss, and I feel like these are conditions where it's too choppy for me to want to trade my real accounts. But, you know, if we get this, I'll try it on demo. But I just think we're a little too choppy to trade my real accounts. I don't want to. That's all I'll say. I just don't really want to trade my real accounts right now in these conditions. But I'm curious to see if we inverse this for value gap and how we would respond to it if we do inverse it. So completely risk-free demo trade here if we get the, I'm going to take this on, you can take this for real if you want, right? Once again, take what makes sense to you, right? We have SMT, this is decent, right? It's really actually decent, but I don't know, I'm really kind of just thinking like, well, it's just a little choppy, I don't know. But this is, I don't know, decent, right? It's also on the 1 minute, and I hate taking trades on the 1 minute. Unless it's super, super obvious. Okay, 2 minute is really nice. 2 minutes really nice, I will admit. 2 minutes really nice. So this is good. Maybe I should take it, but I think I'm just going to be conservative here. Well, that's really good. So this is really good. I don't think there's really anything inherently wrong with this trade. I think this is good. I don't know. I'm just a little scared to take trade my real accounts right now. So I'm not going to take it on my real accounts. I think I'd rather take something different on my real accounts. I think that's the only reason why I say not to. I'm not going to take this. Is mainly just because I'd rather take something a little different. But once again, like objectively, this is pretty good, right? I don't know how this fill was so bad. This is so weird. We did not inverse the 1 minute, but we did the 2 minute. How weird is that? You ever see that? I mean, that's pretty rare. So yeah, this would have already put you in profit here. You could even go break even now. Yeah, probably just go break even now. Dang, FA, you're just a beast, dude. You're just a beast. You are just a beast. So yeah, objectively, that was the best trade that I've liked so far of the ones we've seen today. But I don't think anything was good enough for my real accounts yet. But of the ones we've seen today, that was the best one I think we had. So once again, if that made sense to you to take, you gotta just take it. You gotta have conviction in that. Personally, you know, I don't know. 1 minute, 2 minute inversions I don't love. All right, see, that was break even there. See, but that was a bad spot to go break even. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I think this will still probably hit, almost certainly. And I don't know. Not almost certainly. I don't want to say that, but you get what I'm saying, right? This good chance this could hit. Once again, just being thoughtful here. Right? Still kind of just choppy. You already took partials. Let's go, FA. Great work. Nice. There's still 7 watching. That's crazy. So yeah, this was nice because very obvious accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution with SMT at the bottom of a 1 hour gap. That's clean. I mean, that's really clean. You guys see how this is really clean, right? Objectively. Okay, send me a screenshot of the entry. Objectively speaking, right? Accumulation, I just get, I don't know. I get, if it's not like perfect, I mean, this is pretty good, but I just didn't know if it was too choppy or not. Maybe I should have taken it, but it's okay. I don't think you regret trades you don't lose. So I think there's nothing wrong with being too thoughtful. So yeah, accumulation, manipulation. So now this possibly could be distribution. S&P is lagging pretty far behind, and we have bearish SMT too. Oh my gosh, that's a, yeah, wow, there's bearish SMT. If you don't, what? Wait, Medbach, what were you saying? If I don't, yeah, FA, definitely send them in training floor. We want to see how you got that entry. Oh, guys. Oh my gosh. Guys. Low time frame. The new model we made, Genesis model. Do you guys see it on the low time frame? Do you guys see the low time frame Genesis model, right? Accumulation, manipulation. So look at the 2 minute. Right? We have S&T manipulation of this low. Look at the 2 minute, right? So these two candles are the CRT. These two candles put together, right? So this is the CRT low, this is the CRT high. Then we have our 2 minute manipulation candle, right? So CRT low. This is the new model we just made. CRT low. So basically just trading a CRT, but I'm giving it a cooler name because it deserves a cooler name, right? CRT high. And what's the optimal entry after the CRT? Anything below the close of that manipulation candle. So there's that. And then let's draw a little box here. So anything below the close of this manipulation candle, it's going to be very, very nice. Do you guys see that? So now we're already at the CRT high. But now let's drop down to like a 5-second chart, right? Well, what time does the 2 minute one close? 2 minute closes at, so it closes at 9:48, right? Do you guys see how this would have been amazing, right? So here is the candle 1, the 2 minute, this is on the 2 minute, right? So candle 1, this is part of the accumulation, right? Accumulation, candle 1. Yeah, dude, FA, you're a goat, man. You're insane. Did you take this CRT, FA? Did you take this as a CRT? How'd you take this, bro? So, look at this, right? Accumulation candle 1, accumulation candle 2, then here's that manipulation candle, and then the rest. So M plus, so this is, yeah, so it's a bullish manipulation candle for the CRT, and then all of this is distribution. So we target the CRT high. You guys see how powerful CRT is, right? Yeah, Jake, I gotta go a little bit early because I got a project tomorrow. Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys see this? This is a Genesis model that we just made on the 2 minute. crazy the stuff that you can learn from just watching the market, right? So let's screenshot this, put it in my notes. I mean, that's pretty cool, guys. Objectively, that's pretty cool, right? You see how anything below the close after that manipulation candle, you can target the CRT high. And this is like turtle soup. Yeah, FA, I need to know your entry model, dude. Like, genuinely, FA. I swear, FA's never revealed specifically his entry model, I swear. He probably took this 5-second inversion or something, I don't know. So FA's system is insane. I don't know what it is though. I just know it's really good. That's pretty sweet though. This trade right here. So 948 Genesis model. Yeah, definitely show us FA because we're all interested. $9.48 Genesis 2-minute. So definitely valuable. You know, look out for that in the future. Okay, let's get out of this. So it's honestly best when it's a CRT, right? When it's a CRT. Oh, I meant when there's an SMT with the CRT. That's when these work the best. FA, you're the GOAT. Alright, so now we're getting SMT with this high. And then possibly inversion back down. So this might be decent. So I'm going to try this on demo. Because we inverse this for VI gap. I mean, well, yeah, we inverse the 2-minute for VI gap. Let's just see if this hits or not. This is on demo, obviously. So 2-minute inversion with SMT. I kind of want to take that. Like, I almost really want to take this on my real accounts, but we have SMT, 2-minute inversed. I don't know. It's kind of just choppy conditions. I do not want to take a loss. So this looks like a 30-second 2022 model. All my demo trades always lose. So it's a good thing I just be a little thoughtful. And also I just hate being bearish, right? In these conditions. So very tiny 1 minute gap. I don't know. We kind of feels like we're bullish. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're bullish. I think this is gonna hold right here. This 1 minute gap is probably gonna hold. Cause we already got AMD, so this 1 minute gap is probably gonna hold. And so, where's 5 second change to delivery? Yeah, 5 second change to delivery right there. Okay, wait. I actually want to take this instead. So this is why I'm very, very hesitant trading demo, because I just do stupid stuff on demo. Okay, I just want to look at the first minute for value gap, to be honest, right now. So the first percentage for value gap, so is 929.30. First percentage for value gap is right here. You know what? If we end up backtesting this, it could be good, right? I'm actually considering taking this as a 5 second change state delivery off of the first presented for value gap. Right? We already have accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We already have S&T. Higher time frames bullish. It was coming from a 1 hour gap. I'm considering this. I'm kind of scared to take it though. I'm scared because it's a low time frame trade, but so S&T, double S&T, right? Stacked S&Ts. We also manipulated 830. So I really do think bias is bullish here. So now we're retracing into the first presented for value gap. Okay, I'm just trying to be thoughtful. So it's kind of looking decent. Stacked S&Ts at the bottom of this 1 hour for value gap. Accumulation. Manipulation below 830. Yeah, like this would be the entry right here. I think this would be the entry off of this 5 second change state delivery. I'm not going to take it because I'm just a little too hesitant because it's such a low time frame trade. But I think this would be the entry. So I just want to see if this hits the fourth standard deviation or not. So I guess I took this one as this changes the delivery here. Just a little, I don't know. I'm just being conservative, guys. I'm being conservative. I really do not like losing. It's just, I hate losing. If I could just avoid a loss, that's a winning day. That is a winning day if I just don't take a loss, to be honest. So now we're possibly going to retest this. Let's just see what happens if I put another. Once again, these are just for practice because I know the market moves like this, where we'll retest OTE. Oh, see, there we go. I didn't take it for that reason. Like, look, there we go. Failed. So I'm just trying to get better, guys. But notice how I knew not to take that on my real account. That was not smart. Once again, guys, Don't go off of what I say. Do what makes sense to you. Okay, now we have S&T. Okay, oh, now we're getting momentum. Oh boy, now we're getting momentum. We have S&T with good momentum off this first percent for value gap. So maybe just taking this as a 30-second inversion. Nice. Oh, I wonder if this is Genesis model, right? We just got the CRT. Wait, are you talking to FA? I'm assuming you're talking to FA. Oh man, I think I must not be tuned into the market right now because clearly that was, yeah, we did not continue higher there. I got a little excited. That's why I prefer the trades on the higher time frame, to be honest. Yep, just being precautious. Might end up being no trades today. Dude, I'm so precautious, but I think that's exactly how you gotta be. Like, if there's no... Like, look at all this price action. Look at all the losses we avoided within this. I mean, yeah, there probably was, low time frame scalps, like, on the 5 second, but they're just... Those are hard to take. Those you have to be, like, really good. Like, FA type good to take those. And I'm not there yet, personally. So, once again, this is just... To me, this is just giant, honestly, kind of seek and destroy conditions. Looks like an accumulation range. I think I'm being very smart by doing nothing. Obviously, I want to take a trade, but I can't just go what I want to do. I got to do what actually makes sense. And I could easily mess up, guys. I don't want to mess up. But, I lost a sub. Y'all saw me taking those trades on demo, and you're like, what is he doing? You guys better not be copying my demo trades. That would be stupid. You should inverse my demo trades. Genuinely. The demo trades are just literally just stupid stuff. Like, I should really try not to do them. But, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to try something out. So, I think we just went below 830 again. Then again, though, kind of looks like this now at this point might have been accumulation, manipulation, now distribution. Oh, we might need to go refill this new week opening gap. I guess that's kind of low, isn't it? We might not go that low. So now, same first percent for value gap, right? We could end up filling this and back testing it. Right now, it looks like accumulation, manipulation. Oh, yeah, look at that SMT. Okay, this looks pretty clean. Accumulation. SMT. Is there a higher time frame key level? Let's look at the other far side of the chart here. We also have SMT with this high, stacked SMTs. He is, dude. I tried to explain this to you, man. He's so goated. Maybe you can help me understand his entry model, because I don't understand it. And I've been meaning to. But yeah, Effie's been training like 5 years. Okay, let's go look at the other screen and see if there was a higher time frame, gap, like a 15-minute gap or something that could explain this. 15-minute, yeah, order block here. Guys, once again, I don't want to take shorts. Oh, you know what? This is interesting. Liquidity sweep, break of structure for value gap. Wonder if we have S&T. Yeah, we have S&T as well. And was this below 830? So this is kind of what happened yesterday. Remember yesterday was like, accumulation, manipulation, and then we came back down and then distributed. Once again, we still filled this 1 hour gap, or at the bottom of that 1 hour gap is kind of where that manipulation ended up happening. So, okay, wait. I have an idea. 1 hour for value gap. 1 hour for value gap. Now, 5-minute change to delivery. Where's that at? Okay, there's not one. What about 15-minute gap? Okay, 15-minute gap. The same 15-minute gap from before. This one was a discount 15-minute gap. 1 minute change to delivery. I don't like that it's all the way up there. Okay, what about 5-minute gap? Oh, there's a 5-minute gap. 5-minute gap. 30-second change to delivery. So this could end up working out. Oh, here I would consider this the change state of delivery. I'm stupid. Here, so this, right? This would be like the change state of delivery, I think. Now that makes more sense. I don't know though. Okay, if we inverse this 2 minute, This looks pretty good. Or 3-minute. No, 5-minute. We'd have to inverse the 5-minute. I don't know about the 5. It'd be kind of... It's iffy. It's obviously consolidating. So yeah, I'm indecisive, but like I'm the indecisive guy that's just super cautious. He preserves his capital, and that's really, really important. Is not taking a stupid trade, and I'm actually kind of scared that I will. So I kind of want to even close trade of 8 real quick because I just feel like these are lower probability conditions, and I feel like if I really want to take a trade, it, it it's got to be so good it's got to make me open up trade of 8 again. I mean, because genuinely price action is just nothing is super light bulb. I'm gonna look in the Discord to see what you guys are talking about with this with FA. Yo, let's go Guadam. Yeah, how did you catch that? But FA, how did you catch it? What was your entry? How did you enter? Oh my gosh. FA never reveals his secrets. I'm not gonna lie, price action is just not it for me. I'm glad I, didn't take a loss so far. The one trade that was the most okay was this 2-minute inversion. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Dodgy took that. Should I check Discord and see if Dodgy took that? Trade recaps. Oh my. If you didn't take this, you're a donut. It says Dodgy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think price action was that good. I don't regret not taking that at all. I think it's just Dodgy being annoying. I think it's decent. It's decent. It's decent AMD. We had SMT. It's decent. I'm rather super precautious right now. I mean, the trades, and also just understand that, like, my trading style is different than Dodgy. I don't trade the same as Dodgy. Dodgy might take a trade that he likes. I personally don't like those trades that don't have, like, the really obvious low resistance liquidity runs. Those are the ones that those are the ones I specifically love to take, is when it's obvious low resistance liquidity runs. If it's not that, I don't like it as much, personally. So yeah, maybe Dodgy likes to trade, but it's just obvious AMD. To me, this is just, I don't know, not my type of trade. So we kind of got a sweep, break of this low. We had SMT. It's kind of a gap. I'm going to try a limit order here at the 5-second change state delivery. Oh, remember what I was saying about the first presented for value gap, guys, earlier? Remember how I was saying that we could backtest this and then go lower? Yeah, what did I say? What did I say? This is why I say the first presented for value gap is so valuable. And like I said, it depends on your bias. Like, if like you can't just go in and YOLO the first presented for value gap. You have to take it contextually. Like, what's the draw on liquidity? What's the bias? In this case, it was bearish. And so we backtest it before going lower. And we actually backtest consequent encroachment of it. And once again, guys, I'm still trying to get better too, but it's very obvious the market respects the first presented for value gap. Very clearly. So 5-second change state delivery. Yep, there you go. Right there. Bang. Alright. That's just clean. First presented for value gap right there. Once again, trading live is so much harder than trading hindsight. And most people have no idea how much harder it actually is, but it's way, way harder. That's why I'm so precautious. 5-minute change state delivery. Oh no, 5-second change state delivery. Once again, I like to enter on the wick to make sure I get filled. And then measure out standard deviations. I bet you we're gonna go to the 8th or the 7th or something. There we go, 8th standard deviation. I keep trying to explain this to you guys. These, lining the first presented for value gap with the 5-second change state delivery, it's kind of insane. But you have to really know what you're doing, and it's not easy. Like, I'd probably mess this up because I'm not good enough. Like, I'd probably mess this up, but what I do know is the market is doing this. What I do know is the market's doing this. Am I good enough to take it? That's another question. But I do know that the market goes from first presented for value gap, takes a 5-second change state delivery, and then we go run down to the 8th standard deviation. So what would this be? This would be accumulation, manipulation on the lower time frame. Manipulation. I really want to work on not even taking trades on demo that aren't even not even remotely okay. It's hard, easier said than done though. But I'm glad I don't take them on my real accounts, that's for sure. I need to work on making more short form videos, but it's hard because I don't even know when I could have time to do that. I'm trying my best. I only have so much time in my days. Whoops. 1018. So this was a Hydra macro as well. Or 1018. Flow state, retest. 1 minute, 5 second. Oh, guys, I'm just trying my best. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing any trades, but we are just consolidating, so. And yeah, I lost a sub. I don't know how I lost the sub, but. There's still 7 of you watching. That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. Like, a lot. Now there's 6. Still. Very cool. NQ may still drop the midnight open. Yeah, I was thinking about that, actually. Can this go away? Guys, I think I've gotten better at just, holding myself back. It's really hard, but I think I really have. Because all through this, it really felt like consolidation. And luckily, I didn't take a trade within it. Yeah, I know. How did I lose a sub? You don't think we're going to go to midnight? Did I hit stop loss on NQ but TP on ES? Wait, you hit 1 win. That's good. And then the other one you can learn from. You can learn from it. But this crap's hard. It's not easy. If it was it's genuinely just hard. There's no other way to put it other than it's hard. It's obvious. It's super super hard. So don't beat yourself up. I think this 1 hour breaker is gonna hold price. I think this 1 hour breaker we're gonna form a buy model off of this 1 hour breaker, and also retest discount of this range. So now we're in discount. We're within this 1 hour breaker. Oh, let's look and see if there's a Reaper. Oh, first time in a while seeing if a Reaper will work live. This is kind of fun, right? Reaper for ViGap. Let's see. I don't like any of this. Where's the Reaper? Maybe from here to here. I guess this is like the best imbalance we got. Okay, let's see if this ends up holding price. Let's put a limit order on demo here. Honestly, this actually could end up working. I would not even be surprised if this ends up being a low. Okay, let's just set it to buy at that low. And then we'll do stop loss, something like that. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be so crazy if this hits. It'd be genuinely so crazy if this ended up hitting. Obviously, this is a demo. And then I don't know. Just for now, I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna put it there, but then later on, I'm gonna set the individual take profits. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Oh, I want to put this on the Reaper for ValGap Gauntlet specifically. And I'm supposed to risk 1,000 per trade. That's fine. I'm not caring too much about that. Oh my! I did not mean to do that. I meant to go put a... Yeah. Okay, let's just see if that ends up working out. Um... 834. Now there's only 3 watching. I mean, tough. I just don't think we got much opportunity today. Okay, I'm curious if that Reaper holds. This should be fun if it does. Oh, this one's really obvious. That's what I'm saying. FA. I'm agreeing with you, man. Reaper for ValGap right here. Are you saying that because of the Reaper? Or are you saying that because of your own analysis? But like, look at that. Reaper for ValGap. That one's really obvious. From low to high, Reaper for ValGap. Where obviously this is really obvious. I would be surprised. Actually, I might even be surprised if this doesn't work. This one is the most. This is the most objectively obvious one right here. This one, it's very obvious right there. Did we even hit that yet? Yeah, look at that. I mean, I agree, FA. I think it could be time to go long, but it's not really one of my models, so I can't really do that. We do have S&T with this low. There's that Reaper for value gap. You see how the market respects it. So 5-minute Reaper for value gap, 30-second change day delivery. This is probably gonna work. This is probably gonna work. Oh, I like this. I like this. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. I kind of want to take this. I don't want to take. I'm still getting used to taking the Reaper as a PD array. I don't want to take it as a PD array, but I like this so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep, you did, FA. You did. You called it. Maybe I'll take it on a retest. I really liked this. I really did. I think we're gonna go up to this consolidation, right? This is a massive liquidity pool now. I actually might take this, guys. Like, if it, the only thing is, could we just have a regular for value gap overlapping with it too? Then I would, like, prefer that. So this looks like a 2022 gap right here. Okay, I like this as a 2022 gap. It's on 30-second though. I want to be thoughtful. I have to be thoughtful. I really don't want to take a loss. Is there a 5-minute gap there? 5-minute rejection block. What tool? Wait, what tool? Oh, the long position tool? Is that what you're thinking? This is probably gonna... Okay, I'm gonna try this on demo as well. I just love trying things on demo, huh? It kind of just scratches the itch where, like, I could have taken it on my real account. Good thing I didn't. Yeah, I think we're in a consolidation. We might need to sweep the low. I'm being so cautious right now. I'm like really, really holding myself back because I know that in situations like this, like I end up taking a loss, and then I'm like, well, if I just did nothing, I'd be better off. So I just try so hard not to do anything. I think we might need to sweep the low and get S&T. We have a gap right here. I mean, maybe just take this as a inversion. Because once again, we're delivering from the Reaper as confluence. Okay. 5-minute inversion right here. I mean, I don't like how many candles it took. Might enter on a Jan entry. But we have S&T, accumulation, manipulation. Okay. Maybe just do nothing, honestly. This ended up playing out as a 2022 model like I thought, right? Swept liquidity, broke structure for value gap. So now we're getting low time frame, possible accumulation, manipulation, then maybe distribution. Oh, we should look. So obviously this is a cell model. So we should look and see, okay, well, what do the standard deviations measure out to? Dang, man. Perfectly backtesting OTE. Okay, we'll probably go the second standard deviation, actually. How did I miss this model? This is an obvious model. How did I miss this? I think I was just scared to short. But look at that. Liquidity sweep, change state delivery, down to the first, down to the second. And we backtest OTE. I just think that, you know, it's just hard to short up here. So I guess we had this 15-minute order block. So that could have been the level that was used. Looks like it was. Yeah, 100% was. 15-minute order block used. 1 minute change state of delivery. Okay, now it's kind of making sense all of a sudden. Okay, that's an inversion. That is an inversion right there. Once again, that Reaper, all those Reaper trades just got hit. All those Reaper accounts just got hit. What did I say? I mean, so far, right? So far it's filled. That's funny. If that ends up hitting like crazy TP, that'd be insane. I just wanted take this trade just for what it would look like afterwards if it hit. It would be so awesome. Oh, I'm gonna pyramid more here at the OT. Oh my gosh. If this is just practice. No way. If this actually works out, this is gonna be crazy. This would be so insane. And then I would pyramid more at the change state delivery. Do you know how cool that would be? I would start laughing so hard. Oh my gosh, could it actually hit? That would be so cool. So I would pyramid even more at the change state delivery, and then so 4, 8, 16, 24, 32, 36, 40. Man, if this ends up hitting, and then enter more at the change state delivery. Okay, I don't know, man. I just one of these days I want to try and hit one. Not looking so good. Wow, that inversion failed. See, this one was similar to this one, and like I liked it, but it could have messed. It could have lost, and so I didn't take it. Oh, look at that. Ooh, 5-minute gap, 30-second change to delivery. Look at that. I'm honestly done placing limit orders on demo. I'm getting kind of annoyed of it. $15 more minutes. Oh, let's go. I got a sub. Yeah, I didn't take it. So far, I've not taken a trade. I don't think I will. Dude, this is so boring. It's literally so boring. Yeah, they might be. It's so boring, dude. Oh, the price of wanting to be profitable is hard, man. Price of being profitable. You know, there were things that were okay. This is one of those situations where I do think this is still a 2022 model, even though there's not an official break of structure. I still think this is a 2022 model, and I think ICT talks about that a bit, right? Where we sweep out a high, we get a fair value gap. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a headache, dude. This is not fun to sit through. Three watching. Let's switch over to the other screen. Yeah, looks like we might be going to midnight. I would love to just soup midnight here and call it a day. That would be fun. Oh, we just tapped the Newegg opening up. Trading is so hard. Oh, like the discipline it requires to do nothing is so hard. Now we're in a 1 hour gap. Yeah, this 1 hour gap initially held to go higher. But even if you took this as a 5-minute change state delivery, it only hit partially your TPs. Like if you went like this, it only hit the third standard deviation. We do backtest OT though. Yeah, guys, look at this. This is obvious in hindsight. Right? Liquidity sweep. Oh my gosh, this is why higher time frames can be just so easy. Liquidity sweep, break of structure. Hindsight's so obvious, right? Liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap. I just didn't see that break of structure. Maybe I could have taken that. And then you could align it with the 30-second. And then once again, right? This is that 2022 plus model that I talked about. Yeah, that's clean. Mostly just hate taking losses. Um, 9 minutes left. So much easier to see these in hindsight. And then we got low time frame AMD as well here. Like, this is so perfect, guys. Alright. You know what though? I think you got to draw this out as draw this out as accumulation like this. There we go. Now that makes a little more sense. And this is what I mean when I say AMD is always objective, obvious, and visible. It's just sometimes it can be hard to spot in the moment. Wow. So much easier said than done, but wow. Perfect. AMD within AMD. Right, and remember what kind of key level this was? This was a 15-minute. All the way over here, if you guys remember, this was a 15-minute order block right here. That's so cool. Objectively, this is really precise, guys. You guys see how precise this is? So 15-minute aligns with the 1 minute. So 1 minute breaker structure here. Very, very precise. Man, so much easier done in hindsight. I mean, this looks like a textbook. This looks like it goes in the textbook. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, 3 minutes. I guess we're not getting a trade today. Kind of sucks. Better than a loss, though. Way better than a loss. Oh my gosh, I would hate a loss. I'm very glad I did not take a loss. At least not yet. Assuming I don't take a trade in the next 2 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes left. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't take a trade, but I just didn't see. There's nothing I saw in the moment. I tried my best. But either way, it's always valuable just to watch price and just sit here and watch. Nice little break of structure for value gap right here. Would you guys consider this break of structure? Honestly, I kind of would. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Down to the 4th. Here we go. Let's finish the ride. One minute. I'm done. Guys, I'm trying my best, but I'm just glad I didn't take a loss. Oh, I hate losing. Only thing that was like very, very considerable was this 2 minute long. With S&T. But yeah. Alright, there's 11:10. I'm going to be done for the day. Proud of myself. No trades. That is not easy. Once again, I like this. I think it's okay I didn't take it though.